self-talk. So many people struggle with self-talk. Self-talk is actually the easiest thing that we do in our reality because we're talking to ourselves all day long, every day, 86,400 seconds a day. Things are going on in our mind, in our reality, and we are constantly talking about it. But when we use our self-talk to empower us, we get better results. The problem is most of us are using our self-talk for the negative crap that's going on in our world. This is Susie, your beautiful Swan Queen. Welcome back to the garden. Today is day 13 of the short phrase challenge. What phrase are you using to drastically change your life for the better? While I'm at it, subscribe, smash the like button, and share my videos. You want something, and you are thinking about it, you're talking about it. And today I'm going to use money as an example. I make good money as a coach. I make great money because I'm able to stay home and work full-time from the comfort of my house. I can choose what days I work, what days I don't. Other people are on unemployment because they are on furlough or they're on a vacation from their job, and they're making great money because if you're in the United States, we're getting an extra $600 a week with their unemployment checks. Others, their companies are paying them their vacation, and they are doing a 30-day pay. They're still paying their salary for 30 days. And so it's like you're on vacation and you're not working. Well, here's the thing. I accidentally started with a number in my bank account. And my daughter would ask me, Mom, you doing okay? Yeah, I have $1,900 in my account. She'd be like, Mom, I saw this thing. It'd be really perfect for you. Do you want me to pick it up? Yeah, I have $1,900 in my bank. I can afford it. Mom, I got $1,900. Mom, I got $1,900. My Katie, we went to Tulsa Wednesday. Today's Friday. She's like, you doing okay with your business? How's business going? I'm like, I'm doing great. And I always seem to have $1,900 in my checking account. No matter what I do, I always have $1,900. And she's like, that's awesome. I wish I had $1,900. Well, the thing is, Savannah asked me one day how much I had because she wanted to know if I wanted to buy something and make sure I was doing okay. So then from there, this number, 1,900, 1,900, 1,900. So I paid my monthly bills. 3 days later, it was back up to $1,900. Paid my monthly bills. 3 days later, it was back up to $1,900. I went and bought some paint for the house, back to $1,900. I went and did something else, back to $1,900. My words keep saying I have $1,900 in my account. And ironically, I'm not framing it in a question. I'm not doing any mental, if I buy this, I'm not going to have the money, and then what am I going to do for this, and what am I going to do for that conversations. I am literally just saying, when somebody asks me a question, I have $1,900. So I'm playing with this to get a higher number. And I'm saying I have $2,900. Guess what? Woke up this morning and I have $2,900. When we are constantly talking about something, when we are constantly doing something, it doesn't matter if it's money, if it's our health, if it is our weight, if it is our specific person, if it is a relationship with somebody else. And y'all know, to me, specific person is your parents. If you have kids, your siblings, brothers, sisters, it is your best friend, your coworkers, your boss. Your specific person is everybody in your reality that you go, I'm having a problem with, or this relationship is great with. Any situation is specific. Money, weight, it's all a specific thing. And when you start thinking about, well, I have a specific dollar amount in my bank account, and you consistently say it, it shows up. Now, it's showing up through coaching clients, it's showing up through people paying me back money, it's showing up in stimulus checks, it's showing up in all different, those are 3 ways. I mean, those are simply 3 ways. I bought something for my daughter, she PayPal'd me the money back. She's buying something for me and I'm sending her the money that she sent me back. It's a circle that doesn't stop. But the problem is we sit there and we think, well, you know, somebody called me and they asked me a question and I actually looked at my bank balance and I added it up and I have $1,837.27 in my account. Well, that's not $1,900, so I don't have $1,900 in my bank account. I don't have $1,900 because it's only $1,800 plus. It's not quite $1,900, so I don't have $1,900. I look at my bank balance. If it's $1,899.99, I have $1,900. That's it. I have $1,900. Now we're playing with the $2,900. Why do I always have $2,900 in my bank account? Because I'm spoiled. It's simple. I don't have the negative thoughts like you guys do. I used to. And I would get up and I would go about my day and I'd be like, oh God, it's 1 o'clock. I got to get ready to be to work at 2. And then I'd start getting ready for work at 2 and I would be working in the deli and I would be like, oh my God, what's today going to be like? It's Friday, it's raining. Is certain football team playing in town? Are they not playing in town? What's going on in the community? Because when I'm working in the deli, what I cook for the hot case depends on what's going on in town. And I would have to get all this information to be prepared to go to work. And I'd be like, you know, it's going to be a crazy day. We actually got to the point where it's going to be like, it's another day of craziness. I mean, you go to work in a grocery store, it's craziness, especially on Friday. Friday is the busiest day of the week. Saturday's really busy. Sundays are busy. Mondays are just almost as busy as Fridays. The 4 top days of the week are Friday, Monday, Saturday, and then Sunday mornings. Wednesdays are really slow. So you get up Wednesday and you're like, oh, it's going to be a slow day at work. And you get to work and it's insane. And you're like, this is out of the normal. Oh my God, this is crazy. Why is it so crazy? It's insane. This is Wednesday. Nobody's supposed to be shopping on Wednesday. Somebody comes in and goes, oh, we're predicting a snowstorm and ice and everybody's panicking and preparing and getting groceries tonight instead of Friday to make sure that if we get shut in, they got food. Oh, okay. Well, I don't watch the news, so how would I know that? I wouldn't. So when we are talking about all of these negative things, it's because those negative things are natural for us to speak about. They are in front of us. They're our reality. They're what we're seeing. They're what you guys call the 3D. It's what Susie calls, you need to change your thoughts. So if I am focusing on the 3D and it's raining and I hate driving in the rain and I have to drive across town in the pouring down rain, by the time I get to the place I'm going, I'm in sheer panic mode. I'm shaking, I'm freaking out, and I'm sitting in the car, and I have to give myself 20 minutes to even be able to open up the car door. So now that means if I have to be there at 9 o'clock in the morning, I have to leave by 8 so I can drive slow, go a different route so I'm avoiding traffic, so that I can get to where I'm at, so that I can calm down, so that I can go in at 10 minutes to 9 so I'm not late for my appointment. That's what our bad thoughts are doing. They are creating so much chaos in our life that we're not redirecting them. Literally, if you change your mental diet, if you change your self-talk, if you change your story and you change that self-talk and you start asking better questions and you answer those questions so that it reinforces your story, 10 to 21 days is what it takes. 10 to 21 days is what it takes. In 10 days, you can shift it. So you've just spent the last year studying law of attraction, Neville Goddard, going through Facebook groups, YouTube channels, Insta stuff, Twitter, Pinterest, researching on Google, and you are a manifesting expert when it comes to knowledge. But how are you actually applying the knowledge? I give you guys lots of little tidbits to apply the knowledge. So you have the knowledge. I always have $1,900 in my bank account. I always have $1,900 in my bank account. I don't know where that came from. It just happened to be that was the balance that day. And I rounded it probably to $1,900. It could have been $1,927.15, and I just said $1,900. It could have been $1,888.88, and I said $1,900. I have no idea where it came from, but it keeps going back to that. Simply because I'm not looking for proof. I'm not going to my bank account and adding up what I have and seeing what my balance is. It is because for 2 months now, I've been saying $1,900, $1,900. That is literally how fast the things change. So if you want your specific person, he's knocking on the door right now. I have $1,900 in my bank account, and my specific person is knocking on my door right now. My specific person is knocking on my door right now. And then you're like, oh, they're coming to tell me to break up. They're coming to tell me they're with somebody else. They're coming to tell me they don't want another relationship. Oh, I'm so depressed because, if he's knocking on the door and giving me bad news, I just don't want to do it. On the other hand, he's knocking on the door telling me he loves me and he wants a relationship. My specific person is knocking on the door right now, telling me he loves me and he wants a fully committed relationship. Right now, he's knocking on the door. Right now, he's knocking on the door. Right now, he's knocking on the door. And what is he saying to you? I want a fully committed relationship. I want to be there for you. Let me earn that. Let me prove it. You guys are working so hard to change little things, and I'm accidentally doing them on a daily basis simply because I decided in 2004, 2005 to no longer watch the news. I would see stuff on the news, I would have a nightmare, and then 2 weeks later I'd see it on the news. I'd have a nightmare, 2 weeks later I'd see it on the news. I hated that. So I said, that's it. I'm not watching the news anymore. I actually forbid my dad to watch the news anymore. I would go by and I would turn on ESPN or some talk show or something because I'm like, I can't listen to the news anymore, Dad. It's causing me nightmares. I'm not doing this. Somebody messages me and they're always sending me stuff about going on in the universe. And I actually responded, please stop sending me this. And they're like, well, I thought I was, and, well, I'm sure you know about it. And I said, no, actually, I don't, because I haven't watched the news since 2004. It was during the Iraq war. I stopped watching the news. I just couldn't do it. And I really don't pay attention. I want to know what the weather is. I go to my weather app. I want to know what's going on in the world. I will go to my Apple Spotlight, and Apple will tell me all the different things that are going on in the world. If I want to know about politics, I'll go to Google, what's new in politics. I will want to know about the stimulus and the coronavirus. I can go to Google. I can go to the Facebook link that is in my little thing that says coronavirus. I wish it would go bye-bye because I don't want to see it. But when you persist in changing, you guys are thinking it's so hard. It actually happens overnight. And I have found that there's two types of clients. The first client, the change is pretty instant. It happens now. The second client will come back and go, I haven't had any negative thoughts in the last couple months. I woke up this morning and I realized I haven't had any negative thoughts in 2 months. I haven't even yelled at my kids in the last 2 months. Most people expect instant change. They want that change right now. They want, bam, it's change. The majority, though, it is the slow change. It is progression. It is persisting in the assumption, and then you wake up one morning and you're like, holy cow, I've not had a bad thought. I haven't argued with anybody. I didn't cuss out the drivers on the way to work this morning. My refrigerator is magically filled with food all the time. And right now, to be magically filled with food in the United States can be a little difficult because meat is scarce. Karen bought all the toilet paper. Well, now apparently Karen's not working, so she can't produce the meat. The thing is, I go to the store and I want chicken and pork. So I go to the store and I'm like, my daughter's shopping and she's like, there's no ground beef. And I'm like, oh, I don't need that. I need chicken and pork. Oh, well, there's plenty of that. Of course there is. I think so. I assume it's easy to get whatever I desire. I needed toilet paper. I went shopping with Katie for a couch and they had toilet paper. And I got toilet paper on sale even. It was amazing. My reality used to be what yours is. And I woke up one day and realized that life was just different. It wasn't that instant change for me. It was persisting in, he's knocking on my door right now. He is telling me he wants a committed relationship right now. He always has my back. He's always had my back. He's there for me. He respects me. He appreciates me. And the more I persisted in saying that, that's exactly what I get. But I'm one of those people where change is gradual. And you're all looking for instant gratification. This isn't Amazon. And right now, Amazon is not doing 2-day shipping unless it's an essential item. And if it's an essential item, toilet paper, honestly, computer stuff is considered essential because a lot of us are working from home. But if I wanted to buy something for my bathroom or something for my living room, I wanted to buy new patio chairs. They told me it's 2-day shipping with my Prime membership. The estimate delivery date was 6 weeks from now. I'm like, no, I'll go in town and buy them. They're a little different than what I wanted from the ones on Amazon in town, but I'm not going to wait 6 weeks when I have to replace my chairs right now. The thing is, we are all persisting, but we're persisting that the change is difficult, the change isn't happening because we are expecting that 2-day delivery. I am going to be straight up honest. I'm a gradual changer. I hate change because most of the time change is not good. Change is a breakup, moving houses, and we all know what moving houses is. It is changing jobs, learning a new system. It's driving in the rain when you're terrified to drive in the rain, but you expect it to immediately stop raining. So you're sitting in the car going, please God, let it stop raining. Please God, let it stop raining. And it doesn't stop raining because you're not coming from, of course it's going to stop raining. God knows I hate the rain when I'm driving, so he's going to part the seas. He's going to let me drive to where I'm going. I'm going to get in the building, and then he can let it rain again so the trees get a drink of water. And when we do that, it naturally changes our reality. But not all change is instant, and we need to take a step back and just start saying it's changing. It's working. And we need to tell our mind, this is our new right. This is our new reality. This is now what you are going to give me in my outer world. Because the brain is constantly recording every little piece of information that we see, hear, and do in our life. And then it's filing it. And it's filing it under emergency. If this type of situation happens, it's an emergency. It's an SOS. It's a red flag. Your brain's going to start screaming. If this type of situation happens, you're going to curl up in a ball and start crying. If this type of situation happens, you're going to start crying. If this type of situation happens, you're going to be crying happy tears. If this happens, you're going to be laughing your ass off. If this happens, that means you had a great day. And our brain has this filing cabinet, and they file everything underneath it. So if I say the stove is hot and I touch the stove and you get burnt. I did that the other night at Katie's. We were baking cupcakes, and I said, is your oven even on? Because I don't feel it. And I touched the back burner, and I went, oh, crap! And she said, hot. And I'm like, duh. And then I cut the same finger a couple of days later because I was like, ow. Because I'm like, gently, like, can't do anything with this hand. And then the next thing you know, you got another boo-boo. That's how negative things happen, because you did something stupid and then you're protecting that stupid thing, and then all of a sudden you do another stupid thing. In order to get those good things to happen, you have to sit there and say, you know what, good things happen to me. Brain, today good things are going to happen to me. Today my life is magically going to be awesome. Today things are going to go well at work. Today we're going to have this new normal where life is amazing. And now everything is showing up for me just the way I expect it. Because literally you're expecting negative results, so that's why they're showing up. And in order to get good results, you have to start expecting good results. So you have to consciously tell your brain, your subconscious, your conscious, what Susie calls the unconscious, this is the new normal. This is the way we're going to do things. And it is repetition. You learn a cash register at a gas station or a grocery store or a retail store by repeatedly checking people out. You don't walk up to the cash register and know every button on the register from the first customer. But when you put 100 customers through, you know what all those buttons are. Now you put 1,000 customers through, those buttons, you naturally hit them without even thinking about it. It takes time to change. Don't be afraid of the change. Embrace the change. Change is good if you are focusing forward, redirecting your thoughts, and persisting that life is absolutely positively amazing. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Subscribe, smash the like button, and as always, tell me how what I'm sharing with you is drastically changing your life for the better.